it way back. I won't be needing that. I won't be needing that. I'm ready to fly down 65, hit the coastline in the sunshine. I'm going to find my new high, hit the coastline in the sunshine.
Earth is more than just our home as of 2024. It is the only known world in the universe that supports life. Despite the almost impossible odds, we have the privilege of calling this green wonder our own. From the towering peaks of the Himalayas and the scorching sands of the Sahara to the breathtaking icy reaches of Antarctica, Earth is a masterpiece dotted with wonders. While a single lifetime may not be enough to experience it all, our desire for adventure only grows stronger. According to NASA, Earth's unique conditions make it a rare gem in the universe. Join us as we explore the most amazing natural wonders our planet has to offer. Number 1. Grand Canyon. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to stand where ancient civilizations once stood? What secrets might be hidden in the layers of rock beneath your feet? Keep those questions in mind, because the Grand Canyon has the answers, but it won't give them up easily. Stretching over 277 miles long and more than a mile deep, the canyon is a masterpiece of natural engineering, shaped by the relentless force of the Colorado River over millions of years. From above, the canyon's rugged cliffs and towering rock formations glow in hues of red and orange, shifting with the light and casting dancing shadows across the desert floor. It's also teeming with life. From desert bighorn sheep nimbly scurrying up the sheer cliffs to mule deer roaming the plateaus and vibrant wildflowers. Whether you're rafting through roaring rivers or hiking the thrilling trails, there's something for everyone here. But it's no walk in the park. The terrain can be brutal, requiring strength and endurance to truly appreciate what lies ahead. Thousands of years of history have passed through this region. Long before European settlers arrived, Native American tribes like the Havasupai and Hopi called this land home. Their stories are etched into the rock itself, and their cultures still thrive today. You can feel their presence in the artifacts that remain, in the sacred sites that are off the beaten path. The Grand Canyon is full of surprises. Hidden caves, secret hiking trails, and little-known viewpoints await those willing to explore beyond the obvious. It keeps you guessing, inviting you to come back time and time again. Have you ever explored the Grand Canyon? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. What hidden gems or challenges did you discover? Number 2. Great Barrier Reef. A vast underwater kingdom where dazzling coral cities stretch to the horizon. Sparkling schools of fish swim past skyscrapers, while giant sea turtles glide gracefully through crystal-clear waters. Located off the northeast coast of Australia, stretching over 230,000 square kilometers, it is the largest coral reef system on Earth. Accessible by boat, helicopter, or seaplane. The reef attracts visitors from all over the world, each eager to marvel at its beauty and unparalleled biodiversity. The Great Barrier Reef is a living monument built by millions of tiny marine architects called polyps. Over millions of years, these tiny creatures have shaped an ecosystem that is now home to more than 600 species of hard and soft corals, creating a riot of color and texture beneath the waves. This coastal city is home to thousands of species, from playful clownfish that frolic among the anemones to powerful sharks that patrol the seabed. But the reef is more than just an underwater paradise, it's also a vital lifeline for many terrestrial species. The islands that dot the reef and its surrounding areas are home to a variety of plants and animals. Exotic birds soar overhead, while mammals and reptiles roam the lush landscapes. The Great Barrier Reef is a living, breathing ecosystem that stretches far beyond the water's surface, making it one of the most diverse natural habitats on the planet. For thousands of years, the reef has provided food and spiritual connection for Aboriginal Australian communities. Today, it's a powerful symbol of Australia's rich natural heritage where history and nature come together. But it's not all sunshine and coral gardens. The Great Barrier Reef is facing some serious challenges, with rising sea temperatures threatening to destroy what nature has spent millions of years creating. Bleaching caused by warmer waters is slowly stripping the reef of its color, leaving lifeless white coral skeletons. Pollution, overfishing, and climate change continue to threaten the future of the reef, putting entire species and communities at risk. But there is hope. Conservation efforts are underway, with local communities, scientists, and governments working together to preserve this irreplaceable wonder. Strict regulations are being enforced and sustainable practices are becoming the norm, all to ensure that future generations can continue to admire this spectacular underwater world. Number 3. Mount Everest. Our journey now takes us to the top of the world where the air is thin, the peaks touch the sky, and every step tests both body and soul. Welcome to Mount Everest. At 8,848 meters, Mount Everest is not only the highest point on Earth, it is also a symbol of human ambition and the mighty power of nature. Located on the border of Nepal and China, this giant of rock and ice attracts explorers from all over the world. The formation of Mount Everest began millions of years ago, when the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates collided. As these tectonic plates collided, they pushed the land upward, creating not only Everest but the entire Himalayan range. The first successful ascent in 1953, by Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, forever etched Everest into history. Since then, thousands of climbers have attempted to follow in their footsteps, conquering the highest peak on Earth. But Everest is no ordinary challenge. Dangerous routes like the infamous Khumbu Icefall, with its massive, unstable ice blocks, test the courage and resilience of even the most experienced climbers. Here, one wrong move can mean the difference between life and death. The mountain is home to the Sherpa community, who have had a deep connection to these peaks for generations. Known for their unparalleled mountaineering skills, the Sherpas have guided climbers and explorers for decades. In addition to the icy slopes, the area around Everest offers a breathtaking landscape: snow-capped peaks, rolling hills and deep valleys stretching as far as the eye can see. The region is a haven for hikers, mountaineers, and anyone seeking solace in the majesty of nature. It is also home to an ecosystem that is home to wildlife such as snow leopards, red pandas, and Himalayan tahr. In this rugged highland, life has adapted to the harsh conditions, just like the people who live in its shadow. Mount Everest faces growing threats. Climate change is rapidly altering the landscape, causing glaciers to retreat and creating increasingly dangerous conditions. Avalanches, ice falls, and shifting terrain are becoming more frequent, endangering climbers. For those living downstream, melting glaciers pose a dire risk to the water supplies that sustain entire villages. Despite the challenges, Everest has survived, standing tall as a resilient monument to the resilience of nature. This is a destination that attracts dreamers, explorers, and those seeking the extraordinary. Before continuing the journey, I have a request for everyone watching. If you can help me, it only takes 10 seconds to hit the subscribe button. This really helps our channel grow and means a lot to us. In return, my team and I are committed to continuously improving the program for you. Do we have a deal? Number 4. Aurora Borealis. Under a pitch-black night sky, suddenly a strip of green light bursts out, dancing above your head like a cosmic ballet. This is the Northern Lights, a natural phenomenon that leaves even seasoned travelers in awe. The Northern Lights occur when electrically charged particles from the sun, known as solar winds, collide with gas molecules in Earth's atmosphere. These collisions release energy in the form of light, creating shimmering waves of color that light up the night sky. The colors you see depend on the gas. Oxygen radiates greens and reds, while nitrogen paints the sky in shades of blue and purple. It's as if the universe itself decided to show off its artistic talents. Iceland, a land of fire and ice, where light weaves its magic across vast, rugged landscapes. The winter months, when the nights are long and dark, are the best time to see the phenomenon. And if you're wondering where to go, Iceland is the place to be. From the iconic Thingvellir National Park to the remote beauty of the West Fjords, each location offers a unique backdrop for this mesmerizing display. In Icelandic culture, the Aurora Borealis symbolizes good fortune and prosperity. They are a reminder of the mysteries that lie beyond our world and the magic that still exists within it. Residents and visitors alike are fascinated by the lights, and photographers travel from far and wide to capture their fleeting beauty. The country's breathtaking landscapes are home to a rich variety of wildlife and flora. Arctic foxes roam the snow-covered wilderness, while reindeer graze in the valleys. Towering volcanoes, glaciers, and lava fields create rugged terrain that seems almost out of this world, a perfect stage for nature's greatest light show. The intensity and frequency of the Aurora Borealis are closely tied to solar activity, meaning no two light shows are exactly alike. During periods of high solar activity, the sky comes alive with swirling streaks of blue, vibrant purple, and streaks of red, a once-in-a-lifetime experience for those lucky enough to witness it. So what is it about auroras that makes them so unforgettable? Perhaps it's the way they remind us of our insignificance. Or perhaps it's the way they inspire awe, wonder, and a sense of connection to the universe around us. Number 5. Niagara Falls. Straddling the border between Canada and the United States, this isn't just one waterfall. It's three: the majestic Horseshoe Falls, the American Falls, and the serene Bridal Veil Falls. As you approach the falls, the first thing you'll notice is the thunderous roar, the sound of more than 3,000 tons of water crashing down every second. It's not just a visual experience, it's a sensory one. Mist rises from the churning water, creating rainbows on sunny days and drenching those brave enough to board one of the popular boat tours. It's thrilling to stand on the deck of the boat as it inches closer to the base of the Horseshoe Falls, where the sheer force of nature surrounds you on all sides. Beyond the falls, the Niagara region offers a contrast to the roar of the water-quiet vineyards and wineries producing some of Canada's finest wines. Here you can stroll through picturesque vineyards, sample wine, and soak in the tranquility of this picturesque landscape. It is a reminder that Niagara's appeal lies not only in its majestic waterfalls, but also in the harmonious combination of natural wonder and man-made touches. Long before European settlers arrived in the 17th century, the area was home to many Native American tribes. Over the centuries, the falls have seen explorers, settlers, and even daredevils who risked everything to make their mark on history. Stories of people crossing the falls on ropes or plunging down in barrels add to the mystery and legend of this natural wonder. If you are a wildlife enthusiast, Niagara Falls will not disappoint. The surrounding forests are home to bald eagles soaring overhead, rainbow trout swimming upstream, and even black bears roaming the woods. The area is filled with nature in every season, making it a destination that offers more than just scenic beauty. Access to the falls is easy, with multiple viewpoints and trails that take you closer to each individual waterfall. Whether you're standing on the banks of Horseshoe Falls or exploring the lesser-known trails near Bridal Veil Falls, each viewpoint offers a new perspective on the unstoppable power of water. Have you experienced the wonder of Niagara Falls firsthand? Or perhaps you're planning your dream visit? Share your thoughts or memories in the comments below. Number 6. Amazon River. Welcome to the Amazon River, a vast and teeming place. Stretching across the heart of South America, the river and its surrounding rainforest are home to a world unlike any other, filled with undiscovered secrets and hidden wonders. The Amazon is more than just a river, it's a thriving ecosystem. With more than 3,000 species of freshwater fish, it's home to the richest collection of aquatic life on the planet. And it's not just fish. Imagine a pink river dolphin gliding gracefully across the water, or a giant otter playing with its pod. Glossy black caimans lurk silently beneath the surface, and Amazonian manatees drift slowly, perfectly in tune with the rhythm of the river. The river spans the entire width of South America, flowing through Brazil, Colombia, Peru, and beyond. Cruise along the winding river and witness the vastness of the landscape, surrounded by dense, lush, vibrant rainforest. The air is thick with birdsong, the buzz of insects, and the gentle rustle of leaves as hidden animals move through the undergrowth. The Amazon River has been the lifeblood of this region for millions of years. Its waters have nurtured countless species and supported human civilization for thousands of years. For the indigenous people of the Amazon, the river is more than just a resource, it is a sacred force, interwoven with their history, culture, and traditions. Ancient Inca myths describe the Amazon as a sacred source of life, a belief that continues to resonate in rituals and stories passed down through the generations. One of the most profound ways to experience this connection is to visit the local villages along the river. Here you can learn firsthand about the cultures and traditions of indigenous communities, from traditional crafts to ways of living in harmony with the forest. Climate change, deforestation, pollution, and dam construction are altering the river's delicate balance. Rising global temperatures could lead to more severe droughts, causing water levels to drop and endangering both aquatic life and human communities. But there is hope. Conservation efforts and sustainable development practices are underway to protect this vital ecosystem. Reforestation initiatives on reclaimed land, reducing pollution and supporting local communities are making a difference. But these efforts must increase if we are to preserve the Amazon's unparalleled biodiversity and its vital role in the health of the planet. Number 7. Sahara Desert. We're turning up the heat for a trip to one of the most mysterious places on Earth, the Sahara Desert. Spanning 3.6 million square miles in 10 countries, the Sahara is the world's hottest desert. But behind its endless sea of sand lies a world of history, adventure, and survival. Stepping into the Sahara feels like stepping into another world. Towering dunes rise like frozen waves, shaped by winds that have blown over millions of years. The rugged rock formations and vast, empty plains are stark reminders of nature's untamed beauty. Accessing the Sahara isn't as difficult as you might think. Tour operators offer guided treks that let you explore the wonders of the desert on camelback, the traditional way to traverse the dunes. Traverse this landscape with nothing but the crunch of sand underfoot and the distant wind to guide you. And when the sun dips below the horizon, the desert transforms. Camping under the Saharan night sky offers views of stars so vivid that you almost feel like you're encased in space itself. But the Sahara isn't just a place for meditation, it's also a paradise for thrill seekers. Adventurous souls can try sandboarding down steep dunes, drive off-road vehicles across remote terrain, or even soar above it all in a hot air balloon. Despite its seemingly barren landscape, the Sahara is teeming with life. Its inhabitants include the fennec fox, with oversized ears adapted to keep cool in the desert heat, and the addax antelope, a symbol of survival in the harshest conditions. And let's not forget the dromedary, which has been the mode of transport for nomadic tribes for centuries, carrying goods and people across the undulating sands. Yet in a place defined by aridity, water is the most precious resource. Most of the Sahara's water comes from underground aquifers, tapped through wells and boreholes. But with water scarcity and unpredictable rainfall, reliance on these underground reservoirs is facing challenges. Overexploitation threatens to deplete these ancient water sources, and rising temperatures due to climate change are making matters worse. But even in a place as remote as the Sahara, hope and innovation are making a difference. Communities are exploring new techniques like fog harvesting to retain moisture and solar desalination to provide fresh water. These efforts, combined with reforestation initiatives, are working to restore the natural water cycle and build resilience in these fragile ecosystems. It's easy to think of the Sahara as a barren wasteland, but that's not the case. The desert holds a rich tapestry of human history, with evidence of ancient civilizations like the Phoenicians, Romans, and Carthaginians leaving their mark on the region. Ruins and artifacts scattered throughout the Sahara tell stories of a time when the land was lush and teeming with life, when the desert wasn't a desert at all. Number 8. Antarctica. Venture to the edge of the Earth, Antarctica. This southernmost continent is a land of extremes, where towering glaciers, rugged mountains, and vast icy plains stretch to the horizon. Antarctica is often described as a frozen wonderland, but it is much more than that. At more than 5.4 million square miles, it is the fifth largest continent on our planet, surrounded by the wildest ocean in existence. Despite being one of the harshest places on Earth, it is also home to extraordinary life and resilience. A journey to Antarctica will take you to a world where only the most resilient can survive. This landmass was first discovered by Russian explorers in 1820 and officially recognized as a continent in 1840. Since then, explorers and scientists have been drawn to its icy frontiers. But why would anyone venture to a place where temperatures can drop to minus 60 degrees Celsius and winter darkness can last for months? Despite its harsh climate, Antarctica is home to a rich and unique ecosystem. In this icy land, penguins have not only adapted but thrived. You'll find Adelie penguins, known for their distinctive white eye rings and social colonies that stretch along rocky shores. Then there are the chinstrap penguins, easily recognizable by the thin black line under their chins that looks like tiny helmet straps. And of course, the emperor penguin, the largest penguin in the world. These majestic birds are known for their striking black and white plumage and their ability to survive some of the harshest conditions on the planet. When winter comes, they gather together in large groups, braving the harsh cold together. The icy waters around Antarctica are home to seals, whales, and many seabirds. Weddell seals, for example, can hold their breath for up to an hour when diving into the frigid waters to hunt for prey. The landscape of Antarctica may seem barren, but even here, life finds a way to take root. Mosses and lichens cling to rocky outcrops, growing in sheltered crevices where they can escape the fierce winds. The continent is one of the regions most affected by climate change. Warming temperatures are causing ice to melt at an unprecedented rate, upsetting the delicate balance of its ecosystems. Penguins and other wildlife are particularly vulnerable as changes in sea ice affect their food sources and breeding grounds. In addition to climate change, human activities such as overfishing and pollution also threaten this fragile environment. Global efforts are underway to conserve Antarctica's habitats and protect its wildlife. Through research, education, and international agreements, we are working to ensure that the animals and stunning landscapes of this icy frontier can continue to inspire future generations. Antarctica is also a place of great scientific interest. Researchers from around the world come here not only to study its wildlife and landscapes, but also to understand how the changes taking place in Antarctica are affecting the entire planet. Dozens of research stations dot the continent, serving as hubs for important scientific work. They are a testament to humanity's quest for knowledge, even in the most remote and challenging places on Earth. Number 9. Victoria Falls. Located on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Victoria Falls, locally known as Mosi Oe Tunya, meaning smoke that thunders, is the largest waterfall in the world in terms of total width and height. Measuring 1,788 meters wide and 108 meters deep, this natural wonder is a breathtaking masterpiece that leaves visitors in awe. The thunderous roar of the water is almost deafening, while the cool water from the falls creates rainbows that dance in the sunlight. As you stand there, mist envelops you, creating a surreal, dreamlike atmosphere. It is no wonder that people have long considered this place sacred, where earth, water, and sky blend harmoniously. Over millions of years, the Zhangjiajie River has carved a deep gorge, shaping the landscape through the slow but powerful force of erosion. Ancient lava layers create a striking contrast with the white-capped waterfalls, creating a dramatic backdrop. The constant spray of water from the falls creates a unique microclimate that sustains a lush rainforest on both sides of the gorge, home to a wide variety of flora and fauna. This fragile ecosystem thrives in the shadow of the falls, where trees and plants flourish, creating a lush contrast to the white water and cliffs. The area surrounding Victoria Falls is a bustling habitat for elephants, zebras, and even lions, making it a destination not only for those seeking stunning scenery, but also for anyone fascinated by Africa's incredible wildlife. With over 400 species of birds soaring in the treetops, there is always something to catch your eye, whether it's a flash of feathers or the silhouette of an eagle soaring over the gorge. For centuries, the indigenous people of the area considered the falls a spiritual sanctuary, believing them to be inhabited by powerful spirits. When European explorers arrived in the late 19th century, they named the falls after Queen Victoria. Since then, Victoria Falls has become a global destination, attracting explorers, tourists, and nature enthusiasts eager to witness its beauty. Number 10. Yosemite National Park. Nestled in the rugged Sierra Nevada mountains of California, Yosemite National Park is more than just a destination, it's a discovery. Covering nearly 750,000 acres, the park is a testament to the power of nature to create beauty over time. With its sweeping valleys, towering granite cliffs, and cascading waterfalls, Yosemite's majestic beauty is unlike anywhere else on Earth. Over millions of years, the force of glacial and volcanic activity has shaped the area into the spectacular natural wonder we see today. Massive glaciers once carved the land, leaving behind the dramatic rock formations that Yosemite is famous for, such as Half Dome and El Capitan. These monolithic structures rise dramatically from the valley floor, challenging hikers. The park's lush forests are home to more than 1,400 species of plants. As you walk through these ancient forests, you can feel the history embedded in the trees themselves, especially when you come across the giant sequoias, some of which are over 3,000 years old. Standing under one of these giants, you will be reminded of nature's patience and resilience. Wildlife enthusiasts will also be in for a treat. Yosemite's forests and grasslands are teeming with animals such as black bears, mule deer, and coyotes. The diversity of life reflects the park's rich and diverse ecosystems, all interconnected in a delicate balance that has existed for millennia. For thousands of years, the Ahwahneechee people have called this land home, living in harmony with the valleys and streams. Their name for the area, Ahwahnee, means wide mouth, a poetic reference to the park's wide-open valleys. This cultural heritage remains an important part of Yosemite's identity, with ongoing efforts to preserve and honor native traditions. In 1890, Yosemite was designated a national park, making it one of the oldest in the United States. Since then, the park has become a haven for those seeking wilderness, serenity, and inspiration. It's a place where visitors can hike to the edge of Vernal Falls, climb the granite cliffs of El Capitan, or simply sit and enjoy the view from Tunnel View, where the entire valley opens up in all its beauty. In recent years, Yosemite has faced issues such as overcrowding and the threat of wildfires. Still, the park is taking sustainable measures like reducing waste and promoting renewable energy to reduce its environmental impact. Efforts to restore natural habitats and protect endangered species, like the Sierra Nevada red fox, are helping to preserve Yosemite's delicate balance. Number 11. Maldives. A group of more than 1,000 coral islands spread across 26 atolls in the central Indian Ocean. With crystal clear waters gently lapping against powdery white sands, coral reefs teeming with vibrant marine life, and secluded villas nestled above turquoise lagoons. Millions of years ago, volcanic eruptions and tectonic shifts laid the foundations for what we know today as the Maldives. Over time, coral reefs grew around these ancient peaks, transforming them into stunning islands. With more than 3,000 coral reefs, the archipelago is a haven for underwater wildlife and a haven for scuba divers and snorkelers alike. Swim with graceful sea turtles, schools of colorful fish and playful dolphins. And if you like surfing, the Maldives has consistent waves that attract surfers from all over the world. These islands have a rich cultural heritage that dates back thousands of years, dating back to Buddhist seafarers from India and Sri Lanka, who settled here more than 2,500 years ago. Today, this legacy lives on in the country's ancient mosques, traditional houses and museums, all of which tell the story of a people deeply connected to the sea. The Maldives faces one of the most pressing challenges of our time: climate change. As one of the lowest-lying countries in the world, the Maldives is at grave risk from rising sea levels and increasingly violent storms. Flooding and erosion are not distant threats, they are realities that Maldivians face every day. The government has pledged to become carbon neutral and is working to promote sustainable tourism and reduce waste. But the future of these islands remains uncertain. Despite these challenges, the Maldives continues to be a leader in environmental conservation, working to protect its fragile marine ecosystem. Its coral reefs are home to thousands of species, and the country has taken significant steps to protect these underwater treasures. On some nights, the waters around the islands come alive with bioluminescent plankton, creating a magical glow that mirrors the stars above. Walking along the beach at night or gazing out from an overwater villa, you may feel like you've stepped into another world, one where the ocean itself sparkles with life. Number 12. Rio de Janeiro. A city so captivating that it's been called Cidade Maravilhosa, or magical city, located on Brazil's southeastern coast. Rio's vibrant culture and stunning landscapes combine to create a destination that captivates visitors from all over the world. Stand on the golden sands of Copacabana Beach, with the deep blue ocean stretching out before you and Sugarloaf Mountain rising in the distance. Rio de Janeiro is surrounded by picturesque vistas, from the towering Corcovado Mountain, home to the famous Christ the Redeemer statue, to the lush vegetation of Tijuca National Park. Speaking of Christ the Redeemer, the statue watches over the city from the top of Corcovado Mountain, arms outstretched, as if embracing Rio. It's more than just a monument, it's a symbol of the city's spirit, resilience, and faith. And from the top of Corcovado, there is a panoramic view of the city, the beach, and the endless ocean beyond. The city is full of life, from the vibrant samba beats that echo through the streets to the passionate energy of its people. There is a festive atmosphere, most famously during the world-famous Carnival, when the streets come alive with parades, costumes, and music. Rio de Janeiro is home to a diverse range of flora and fauna, thanks to the city's unique location and climate. The Tijuca National Park, a vast urban rainforest, is home to playful monkeys, colorful toucans, and sloths that hang lazily from the treetops. For those looking for a peaceful retreat, the Rio Botanical Gardens offer a tranquil respite. Here you'll find exotic plants from around the world, artfully arranged to create a tranquil oasis away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Strolling through these gardens, it's easy to forget you're in one of Brazil's busiest cities. And then there are the beaches. From the shores of Copacabana to the laid-back vibe of Ipanema, Rio's beaches are legendary. They're not just places to sunbathe, they're a way of life. Locals and tourists alike gather to play volleyball, sip fresh coconut water, or simply watch the waves crash on the shore. It's a daily ritual that embodies the spirit of Rio, vibrant, relaxed, and full of life. Number 13. Banff National Park. In the heart of the Canadian wilderness, Banff National Park. Located in the province of Alberta, Banff spans 6,600 square kilometers, offering a world of raw beauty, challenging adventure, and rich history. It's a place where the majesty of nature is almost incomprehensible, with towering peaks, crystal-clear lakes, and vast glaciers that seem to stretch on forever. As you enter the park, you'll be greeted by the sight of the majestic Rocky Mountains, their snow-capped peaks soaring into the sky. The landscape feels pristine and timeless, where time slows and nature reigns supreme. But the park is more than just a collection of stunning vistas, it's a living wilderness, offering something new at every turn. Banff is a wildlife enthusiast's paradise, home to a diverse range of animals, including moose grazing in the grasslands, elk wading in the shallow lakes, and black bears roaming the dense forests. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of a wolf moving silently through the trees. For birdwatchers, the Banff sky is a canvas of eagles, falcons, and countless other species, all set against a backdrop of towering pines and cobalt blue lakes. The history of Banff National Park stretches back thousands of years. Long before it became Canada's first national park in 1885, the land was home to Indigenous peoples who lived in harmony with its natural resources. Their presence is still felt today through educational programs and cultural activities that celebrate and share their connection to the land. One of the park's most captivating features is its geothermal hot springs. The upper springs offer the chance to relax in naturally heated waters, while soaking in panoramic views of the surrounding mountains. It's an experience that combines tranquility and wonder, a reminder of the hidden forces that create this incredible landscape. Banff is not only a winter wonderland, but also a year-round destination for adventure. In the winter, the park boasts some of the best skiing and snowboarding terrain in North America. When the snow melts and summer arrives, Banff transforms into a haven for hikers, campers, and those simply looking for a quiet moment in the arms of nature. Whether you're exploring the scenic trails or kayaking on one of the many glacial lakes, every moment feels like a new discovery. One of the park's most famous lakes, Lake Louise, is renowned for its stunning turquoise waters that mirror the surrounding peaks. Nearby, Moraine Lake offers equally stunning views, with deep blue hues against a backdrop of rugged mountains and dense forests. Standing on the shores of this lake, it's easy to see why Banff is considered one of the most beautiful places on Earth. Number 14. Cliffs of Moher. Ireland's rugged west coast, where the mainland meets the wild Atlantic. Welcome to the Cliffs of Moher, where the majesty of nature and Ireland's rich history combine to create a landscape that is both awe-inspiring and humbling. The Cliffs of Moher stretch for over 8 km along the Irish coast, rising to 214 meters at their highest point. Stand on the shore, with the wind whipping your clothes and the waves crashing below. The cliffs offer sweeping panoramic views of the rolling hills of the Burren, the Aran Islands, and the endless expanse of the Atlantic. It's a place where every look is like a scene from a fairy tale. But these cliffs are more than just a pretty sight, they're ancient. Formed over 320 million years ago, the Cliffs of Moher were shaped by geological forces like erosion and glaciation, creating the steep cliffs and rugged edges we see today. Walking along the well-maintained path that runs parallel to the cliff edge, you can feel the age of the earth beneath your feet and the power of the ocean beside you. The cliffs are also a haven for wildlife. Look closely and you will see puffins gliding along the cliffs, while grebes and kittiwakes nest on the cliffs. The cliffs come alive with the cries of seabirds, making it a haven for birdwatchers and nature lovers. Long before they became a popular tourist destination, the cliffs were home to ancient Iron Age settlements, and the ruins of old forts can still be seen today. Locals tell tales of lost lovers and mythical creatures that have roamed these cliffs for centuries, adding to the mystical appeal of the area. In recognition of their significance, the cliffs of Moher have been designated a UNESCO Global Geopark. This status highlights their geological, ecological, and cultural significance, encouraging conservation efforts to preserve this iconic Irish landscape for future generations. Access to the cliffs is easy, with paths, viewpoints, and facilities to cater for visitors from all walks of life. The Visitor Center offers interactive exhibits exploring the cliff's rich history and geology, while the on-site cafe offers the chance to relax and enjoy the views with a warm cup of Irish tea. If you're feeling a little adventurous, a number of hiking trails lead to spectacular viewpoints along the cliffs. The experience of walking these trails is both exhilarating and peaceful, with the ocean on one side and the vast Irish countryside on the other. It's a journey that will remind you of the power and beauty of the natural world. Number 15. Halong Bay. A place of almost mythical beauty, Halong Bay, the UNESCO World Heritage Site in northern Vietnam. Famous for its surreal landscape of karst limestone formations rising from emerald waters, Halong Bay is a living testament to the power and artistry of nature. A maze of towering limestone pillars, each one seemingly floating on the sparkling sea. With more than 1,600 islands and islets dotting the bay, Halong offers a panorama where every turn reveals a new wonder. It's no wonder it's often described as one of the world's greatest natural wonders. The story of Halong Bay begins millions of years ago, when tectonic movements and erosion shaped this unique landscape. The result is a dramatic collection of limestone formations that rise abruptly from the water, creating a picturesque scene that makes you feel like you've stepped into another world. The combination of emerald waters and towering rock formations creates an almost magical atmosphere, one that has captivated visitors for centuries. The bay is home to a wide variety of wildlife, including rare and endangered species, such as the critically endangered cat ba langur and white-headed langur. Below the surface, vibrant coral reefs teem with life, providing habitat for countless species of fish and marine life. For visitors, the best way to experience Halong Bay is by traditional junk or modern cruise ships. As you glide across the bay's calm waters, you can explore hidden caves and grottos carved out of limestone over millennia. Sungsat Cave and Thien Kung Cave are among the most famous, offering a glimpse into the intricate architecture of nature itself. In addition to its natural beauty, Halong Bay is also rich in history. The area has been inhabited for thousands of years, with archaeological evidence suggesting it was the center of early human civilization. Over the centuries, Halong Bay has become a center of trade and commerce, influenced by Chinese, Vietnamese, and other Southeast Asian cultures. Local legends tell of dragons descending from the sky to guard the bay, their tails carving out the islands and islets that exist today. As you sail through the waters, you may come across local fishermen casting their nets or see traditional floating villages that continue to thrive amid the tranquil landscape of the bay. This is where the rhythms of everyday life blend seamlessly with the timeless beauty of the natural world. Number 16. Salar de Uyuni. Our journey now takes us to a place that feels like the edge of reality, Bolivia's Salar de Uyuni. At over 10,000 square kilometers, it is the world's largest salt flat and sits in the middle of this vast landscape. Formed over thousands of years by the evaporation of prehistoric lakes, Salar de Uyuni is a natural wonder shaped by time and the artistry of nature. The surface is a dazzling white, broken only by unique hexagonal patterns created by the crystallization of the salt. When the seasonal rains come, a thin layer of water turns the flat into a giant mirror, reflecting the sky above so perfectly that it creates the illusion of walking on clouds. It is a photographer's dream and a place that feels like it defies the boundary between land and sky. But in this seemingly barren landscape, life still finds a way to survive. The salt flats are surrounded by the towering Andes Mountains, which are home to an incredible array of flora and fauna. Among the most striking inhabitants are the flamingos, whose bright pink plumage stands out against the pristine white salt. Watching these elegant birds move gracefully across the flats, it is hard not to be captivated by the contrast between their colors and their surroundings. The Amara people have called this region home for centuries, and for them the salt flats are not only a source of salt, but also a part of their history and spirituality. The people continue to harvest the salt and create intricate salt sculptures, keeping their traditions alive. For visitors, the town of Uyuni is the gateway to the salt flats. From here, visitors embark on tours that take them deep into this vast land, stopping at surreal sites like Isla Incahuasi, an ancient cactus-covered island that offers panoramic views of the endless white horizon. It's an almost dreamlike experience, where the sheer scale of the salt flats can make you feel like you're standing on another planet. Despite its harsh environment, Salar de Uyuni still attracts explorers, photographers, and culture enthusiasts from around the world. In recent years, efforts have been made to promote sustainable tourism practices that protect the salt flats' unique ecosystem while allowing visitors to enjoy its beauty responsibly. Beneath this vast expanse of white lies one of the world's largest reserves of lithium, a key ingredient in renewable energy batteries. There are plans underway to exploit these reserves to boost Bolivia's economy and contribute to a more sustainable future, demonstrating how this ancient landscape can play a role in shaping the future. Number 17. Jeju Island. Often referred to as the Hawaii of Korea, this island is a natural wonder, combining serene beaches, lush forests, and volcanic mountains. Jeju Island's origins can be traced back to ancient volcanic activity, which shaped its landscape millions of years ago. At the heart of the island is Halasan, South Korea's tallest mountain and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This dormant volcano offers awe-inspiring views from its peaks, with crater lakes and sweeping landscapes that leave visitors speechless. As you explore Jeju, you'll discover its volcanic heritage at every turn. One of the island's most notable features is its vast network of lava tubes, winding passages carved by ancient lava flows. These tubes, designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, showcase the raw power and beauty of Jeju's geological history. Walking through these underground tunnels, you can easily imagine the ancient volcanic forces that shaped the island into what it is today. Jeju's natural wonders go far beyond its volcanic origins. The island is home to pristine beaches with crystal-clear waters and cliffs that plunge into the sea. The lush green of the forest contrasts with the deep blue of the ocean, creating a landscape that is almost surreal in its beauty. It's no wonder that Jeju is a popular destination for both locals and international visitors looking for serenity. The island has been inhabited for thousands of years and has developed a unique culture distinct from mainland Korea. Evidence of this history is evident in the island's traditional villages, cultural museums, and historical sites. Visitors can immerse themselves in stories of the past while experiencing the traditions that still thrive on the island. Jeju is also a wildlife haven. The island is home to the Jeju horse, a native breed that has been protected and treasured for generations. Birdwatchers are drawn to the island's coastline and forests, where many migratory birds find shelter. In recent years, there has been a concerted effort to preserve Jeju's fragile ecosystem and protect its UNESCO World Heritage status. With tourism on the rise, sustainable practices have become a priority, ensuring that the island's natural beauty can be enjoyed for generations to come. conservation efforts are not limited to tourism, with plans to tap into the island's renewable energy potential, particularly wind and solar power. By reducing carbon emissions and promoting clean energy, Jeju is moving towards a future that balances growth and environmental stewardship. Number 18. Zhangjiajie. Head to a place that looks like it was taken straight from a legend, Zhangjiajie, located in China's Hunan province. With towering mountains, deep canyons, and lush forests shrouded in mist, this destination is a dreamscape. Zhangjiajie's crown jewel is the Wuling Scenic Area, a UNESCO World Heritage Site famous for its thousands of sandstone pillars. One peak in particular has become globally famous as Avatar's Hallelujah Mountains, the inspiration behind the mountains featured in the blockbuster Avatar. Standing in Zhangjiajie, it's easy to see why these landscapes have captured the imaginations of filmmakers and visitors alike. To truly appreciate the grandeur of Zhangjiajie, you must take a cable car to the top. As you ascend, the peaks rise from the mist like ancient sentinels, offering panoramic views that make you feel as if you're floating in a mythical realm. And for the more adventurous, the world's longest and highest glass-bottomed bridge spans a deep valley, offering a thrilling experience and unforgettable views of the awe-inspiring surroundings below. Zhangjiajie's unique landscape was not created overnight. Over millions of years, tectonic movements and the erosion of wind and water have worked together to carve out these peaks and valleys. In Chinese mythology, Zhangjiajie is said to be the birthplace of Nuwa, the legendary goddess who is said to have created humanity and fixed the sky. Standing amid the towering peaks and swirling mists, it's easy to believe that this place holds a special place in fairy tales. The ethereal atmosphere, with clouds often drifting around the peaks, adds a layer of mystery and magic to the experience. The area is home to a rich ecosystem, with a diverse range of wildlife and flora, including rare primates, vast bamboo forests, and even endangered medicinal herbs. For those with a keen eye and a little luck, there is a chance of spotting the Chinese giant salamander or the South China tiger. The area is home to the Tujia people, one of China's many ethnic minorities. Their customs, traditions, and lifestyles offer visitors a glimpse into a culture that has evolved in harmony with this stunning landscape over generations. As you explore the villages, you can experience the traditional architecture, music, and festivals of the Tujia people, providing a deeper connection to the vibrant history of the area. Number 19. Giant's Causeway. This extraordinary geological wonder, located along the stunning Antrim coast, attracts countless visitors each year to marvel at its unique rock formations. The landscape is made up of interlocking hexagonal basalt columns, seemingly carved with precision by the hand of nature itself. Each column fits snugly into the next, creating a natural mosaic that defies logic and inspires awe. But these pillars were not created by giants, as Irish folklore would have you believe, but by volcanic forces some 50 to 60 million years ago. As molten lava slowly cooled and contracted, it formed these incredible hexagonal columns, a stunning display of the creative power of nature. According to Irish legend, the pillars were built by the giant Finn McCool, who needed a bridge to confront his Scottish rival, Banandina, on the nearby Isle of Stafford. According to legend, when Finn saw the size of Banandina, he fled home, leaving his wife disguised as a child. When Banandina saw the size of Finn's child, he panicked and tore the bridge apart on his way back, leaving only the remains we see today. But beyond the legend, the Giant's Causeway is a place of real and fascinating natural beauty. Over millions of years, the waves of the Atlantic Ocean have shaped and smoothed the pillars, creating a dramatic seascape where rugged rocks meet rolling waves. The Giant's Causeway is not only a geological wonder, but also a wildlife haven. The coastal cliffs are home to many species of seabirds, including puffins and grebes, whose bright colors stand out against the gray rocks. Wildflowers grow along the cliffs, adding a splash of color to the landscape in the warmer months. Visitors can explore this natural wonder at their own pace. But for those who want to delve deeper into the history and lore of the site's visitor center offers interactive exhibits and guided tours. After a day of exploring, visitors can relax in the center's cafes or browse the gift shops for a piece of this magical place to take home. Number 20. Angel Falls. Travel deep into the heart of Venezuela to witness a true wonder of nature, Angel Falls. Located in the lush Canema National Park, Angel Falls is more than just a waterfall. It is the tallest waterfall on Earth, plunging over 3,200 feet. Stand at the base of the falls and gaze up at this massive cliff, where the falls gracefully cascade down in a continuous stream, shrouded in mist and surrounded by pristine rainforest. Getting to Angel Falls is no easy feat, it's an adventure. Visitors must brave the dense jungle terrain, cross rivers, and waft through dense vegetation. But once there, the view is breathtaking. The sheer drop, the roar of the falling water, and the cool mists create an unparalleled sensory experience. This is a place where the raw beauty of nature leaves a lasting impression on the soul. The surrounding rainforest is a treasure trove of life. Here, you'll find vibrant orchids clinging to the tree trunks, their colors contrasting with the deep green foliage. Toucans and macaws add splashes of color to the canopy, their cries echoing through the forest, creating a symphony that blends seamlessly with the distant roar of the waterfall. The diversity of life here is a testament to the richness of this ecosystem, and it's easy to see why it's a source of pride and spiritual significance for the indigenous communities who have called this land home for centuries. Known locally as Salto Angel, the falls are named after Jimmy Angel, an American aviator who became the first person to fly over them in 1933. The falls are fed by the Rio Corral, which flows from the Ollantaytambo, a vast flat plateau that's another wonder. Over millions of years, water has slowly carved its way through the sandstone of the plateau, creating this incredible natural spectacle. From the top of the plateau, water cascades into the forest below, creating a mist that can be seen for miles. But beyond its height and majesty, Angel Falls is a symbol of exploration and wonder. This is where the spirit of adventure is rewarded with the sights, sounds, and feeling of experiencing something truly extraordinary. Whether you hike to the base of the falls or fly over them in a small plane, experiencing Angel Falls is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. Each destination has a fascinating story to tell. If this journey has sparked your passion for travel, don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for more adventures as we take you around the world. There's a world of discovery just around the corner, and we can't wait to share it with you.